So my question for everybody, because I can imagine on the world stage, there will be people who are already successful politicians, people like Elon Musk, who has already run many successful businesses. Right? So in front of me, there are people who are successful. And I want to challenge everybody right now with one thought. Okay, what is my life purpose? What's the good of running 5 successful businesses if you don't even know your life purpose? Right? You might as well be like the beggar. Every day, just wake up 10 a.m., go to the dustbin, rummage for food, right? Because you have no purpose. So there's this famous story of a fisherman, a very poor fisherman lying on the beach, right, looking at the sunset. And a very rich guy who runs many multi-billion businesses come to the rich man and say, hey, why don't you start a fishing franchise and you'll be very successful? And the poor man asked the rich man, say, why would I want to run a successful franchise? Right? And the rich man said, well, so that you can retire early. And the poor man said, retire early for what? So that you can lie down on the beach and look at the sunset. And the poor man said, I'm already doing that, bozo. Yeah, so clearly that is the wrong answer given by the billionaire. You're not running a franchise in order to relax at the beach. No! If you want to relax at the beach, you do it now. You don't need a franchise. You run a franchise so that you can do charity, so that you can build many, many hospitals and orphanages. And that's something the poor fisherman cannot do. He can bring joy to himself, but he cannot bring joy to millions of other orphans and disabled people around the world. And that's something the billionaire can do. So we all need a very clear life purpose in order to earn more money. So today I challenge every person watching this podcast, watching keynote speeches, ask yourself, what is my life purpose?
So how is success like a sweet tooth?
Wow, I have a sweet tooth. Fong, this is exactly like me. Okay, so first of all, a person who wants success, craves for success, is like someone who wants dessert. Right? So for example, me, I love, every time you go to a restaurant and at the end of it, they will ask you, do you want dessert, sir? Right? And I will always say yes, no matter how full I am, which is the problem, right? Because I keep gaining weight. And I will always try different kinds of dessert. Like what Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, and I will just look through the menu and I will order different things all the time. However, when a person is not clear about his purpose, of staying alive, staying healthy, then he can actually have too much of a good thing, just like sweet tooth. So success is something that you need to constantly check yourself. So some people, after 1-2 years of a startup, and then they sell out, let's say, to Airbnb, right, to Facebook, and then they earn $20 billion. And success can get to their head, just like dessert can get to your guts. So a person needs to be mindful. Say, hey, I think enough is enough. Time for me to spend more time on charity rather than constantly earning more money.